So I'm gonna make a dish for you. It's my smoked chili beef Wellington. Okay, so I've got my Chateaubriand, which is basically your beef tenderloin. So we're just gonna salt this up nice and generously. Then we're just gonna get a little pepper on there. Twist that around here. Crank some more pepper on it. And so I got my pan nice and hot. You want it searing hot. And I'm gonna use a little olive oil. Now normally you don't want to use a lot of olive oil in a hot pan, but I'm not going to be cooking it for like a long duration time. I'm not doing some stir fry thing or anything like that where I'm going crazy. I'm just searing really quick. So we're going to do a generous amount of olive oil. And you can hear that sizzle. The objective is just to sear each side so we can hold in that moisture. Every little part's got to get brown. So with our meat, now we got our meat. I'm gonna throw it right over here. And I've got some Grey Poupon, I've got some mustard. You know, you can use whatever you want and you wanna brush it on. What that's gonna do is it's going to bring in the flavor. The heat that we've got going on here is gonna bring that flavor in. Get that little hair out of there from my brush. I don't know what it's doing there. Crazy town. Let's flip this guy over, get the other side, and just spread it on. All right, grab a little plastic wrap. So I've got my meat, okay? I'm gonna put it on here on the plastic wrap, okay? And let it cool down a little bit. Wrap this guy up nice and tight. So we're gonna go nice and tight. I'm gonna pull this out some more, nice and tight. And then you just twist the ends. And you kind of roll it and twist it, okay? And now what we need to do is we need to go put this in the refrigerator for about 5 minutes or so, okay? So I'm gonna go do that real quick. The next thing you need to do, we're gonna get these mushrooms going, which is called the duxelle, okay? Which is a mushroom kind of compote. It's a puree of the mushrooms. And you want a nice dry pan, so I'm gonna just wipe this one out, okay? Take out all the oil and stuff like that, okay? Okay, so we got the button crimini mushrooms. First, I'm gonna cut these up a little bit because if you've ever tried sticking big mushrooms into a food processor like this, they just go around and 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 around, and they don't do anything, okay? So I wanna take these mushrooms and I just wanna do like little quarters with them. Let's get one of these garlic cloves. You just need one. So we're gonna throw that in there. And we need a little salt and pepper. So let's get some pepper and just a little pinch of some kosher salt. Right? You could chop it up by hand if you want. You want to spend time with your little happy knife over there and you want to make yourself look cool in front of your family and you want to like really stress out and you want your family to go, wow, man, you're really putting a lot of time into that. You're like, yeah, I know, I'm really working for you guys, you know? So now let's get our pan nice and hot again, right? And let's get this going. And you want to pat it down nice and flat. And it's going to take a few minutes until it's nice and dryish. We're gonna throw a little Scotch whiskey in here. A tablespoon or so. And I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of chili powder on there. Not a lot. All right, let's mix this up a little bit. And we're just gonna let that cook down for a little bit. We can grab a little of this fresh lemon thyme that we've got, right? And just sprinkle those in. Don't need a lot because thyme goes so far. And then you'll be out of time, knowing that you've got too much time. But I love cooking and it's a lot of fun. And what's cool is I've met a lot of people over the years that obviously cook way better than me, but I've learned from them and that's been so awesome. Different dads, different chefs, just being able to hang out and watch them cook and them give me their tips. It's been amazing. I'm pretty sure my wife likes my food now, which is cool. So we want to take it out, transfer it to something. So I'm gonna flatten it out so it gets so it gets cool, okay? All right, perfect. I'm just gonna put that over here. I'm gonna let it sit for a second. And let's get on to the next part where I gotta go back into my refrigerator over there and grab my meat. And we're gonna start putting it together. How's that sound? We're gonna put it together. We're gonna roll it up into a happy little loaf. And we're gonna make a little design on it. We're gonna put some egg wash on it, and then we're gonna throw it in that smoker and cook it. And then we're gonna eat it, so I can't wait. Now we had to do the assembly phase of our beef Wellington. It came out of the fridge. I had it sitting there for a while, and we're gonna take our pastry dough. Just buy some at the store. It's easy, it's simple. If you wanna make it, Go nuts, live on the edge. We've got our prosciutto. Just put that there like so, and we're going to double layer them, all right? We're gonna layer them up, overlapping them, okay? When you're done making this, trust me, whoever is in the fam is going to love you. That looks good. Throw a little pepper on there. Remember the mushrooms we made? We gotta put those on here, okay? And you wanna take a spoon, really, is what you wanna do, and flatten it out, okay? Because a spoon works better. And now, we need to take our meat, right? Our little happy roll of meat, and we're gonna put that on there, and we're gonna roll it up carefully and tight. We're gonna roll it. We're gonna hold it in tight. Stretch that out a little. Make sure the edges touch at the bottom. Okay, that's good. And keep rolling it nice and tight. As tight as we can go. We're gonna just twist these ends up, okay? Keep pulling and twisting. And you want it to look like a nice tight log, like so. Now we gotta put it in the fridge, okay? It's gotta sit for 15 minutes in the fridge. Okay, so we're back, and our little happy little log of Wellington has been sitting in the fridge for 15 minutes. It's all ready to go. Let's unwrap this guy. We're gonna hold it, okay? And we're gonna do just a little back of the knife, some little slits, like so. One down the middle, and then some little ones on the sides. We're gonna egg wash. We're gonna brush that up. Put that on here, okay? I'm gonna put a little more egg wash around the sides of it, okay? Just to get it on there. We take our Maldon salt. You just wanna put a bunch on top of there, like so. Let's go stick it in the smoker for 35 minutes at 400 degrees, okay? Cook this bad boy up in my Rectech 700. I love this thing. All right, we'll keep an eye on it, 35 minutes. So now we got it out of our smoker. It's just sitting. We need to let it relax. I've got it on our cutting board. Let it sit, let it relax for like 5-10 minutes or so. We've got these little puff pastries that we made on the side, and we're just gonna do some little decorations and make it all happy right around it, right? These look really tasty, actually. I might have to eat one here in a second. It's time to slice into this thing. Oh, that looks so good.